I'm Julie Bertie and welcome to another exciting webinar brought to you proudly by Standard Bank. Retailers invest large amounts of money in developing their brands. They dress up their products, promise to deliver the best service, and then try and persuade us to buying into their offering. This is the business of branding and advertising. But what about the individual? Can we build our own brand? Have people buy into us? And how can this help us be successful? Today we are speaking to one of Mzansi's exciting brands, Siybonga Ngwekazi, and he's going to give us some information and wonderful tips on how to create your own brand. Welcome, Sia.
Thanks, man. It's great to be here.
So nice to have you in studio with us today.
It's a pleasure.
You recently launched the sexy Audi A1. That's a huge brand association. What does brand association and the need for fame, like how do they come together? Is it important to be an ambassador and how does it work out?
Well, I wouldn't say it is important to be an ambassador, but what is important is when brands that are growing up were aspirational brands. And that's the thing about brand, when you align yourself to a brand or a brand aligns itself to you. Because everything is about aspiration. So when these brands look at you now, apart from you looking at them, everyone that's following you, that's your fan, can be like, oh, damn, I can get there.
Yeah.
My situation is this now, but it can help me get there. And the need for fame, it really isn't about fame more than it is about success. It's success that people align themselves to, not fame.
Not fame. Are you sure?
Because
people have that, mistake.
People have that mistake, but more the media that pushes the articles or writes about people. But you'll ask anybody from the streets. Yeah. And more importantly, because of the music they listen to, they've been told in hip-hop songs that leave the fame, give me the money.
There we
so
go.
From a very early age, they condition to know that, you know, there's a difference between fame and there's a difference between having the money. This
is true. This is very true. Now, you've built yourself up as a brand. You're a trendsetter. How easy was that for you to do?
It was easier than admitting it that you're a brand and a trendsetter. Let's start there. It's basically about being yourself. Finding what you love, finding what you're passionate about, and making someone interested enough in that to want to pay you for it. Okay. And that's where it starts. And then the trend-setting part is really, growing up, I never had what I had. These chains, these glasses, the shoes, I always wanted them. But I couldn't afford it. And I swore to myself that should I be able to find the light at the end of the tunnel to make it out of my situation, I am going to spoil myself. Nice. And that's what I'm doing.
And now you are one of the hippest guys in Mzansi.
Well, we try hard. Thank you to the internet. Hey, Standard Bank.
When building a brand, we know that it's all about image. Am I right or am I wrong?
Definitely, definitely it's all about image, but the image not in a loose sense of what is cool and what is not. It's image about what you stand for. Yes. Like I can be a guy that dresses like this, I sag my pants, I don't want to wear suits, but that doesn't mean one day I don't want to raise a family. Okay. You understand what I mean?
Very
so
true.
That image in the way that you're seen, in what you portray, it's not about how you're seen, it's actually what you portray. Okay. What you say. Do you arrive on time? Do you handle your business? Are you clean? Do you smell good? You know what I mean? We are in that industry. Definitely. So it's all about that self-image.
That's fantastic. What steps do you have to go through to build and uphold the brand and your reputation?
First of all, the one thing that people come into terms with is your physical appearance.
Yes.
That's number one. Now, when I say physical appearance, I don't mean you'll be the most beautiful person or whatever, but it starts by smiling. Your positive energy radiates from the inside. And that's what I feel is the ultimate thing. I've been in a game and I sit down and I've interviewed so many people. When someone comes into the door, you can just feel that this person belongs in his position, in his shoes at this very moment in time. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. It's the appearance. Secondly, it's intellect. We need to be smart people, you know what I mean? Yeah. No matter what we're doing, even if you're painting, even if you're making wire cars, you need to be smart about your art form. True. And then let's take some risks, man. We are that generation. Understand whether we need to take some risks.
This is very true.
Yes.
We do need to take some risks. Step up and do something crazy.
You know?
But with your brain. Thank you very much. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go onto our site where we have people going to be asking you some questions over right now. So let's have a look at what people have to say or what they want to know, what they'd like to know from you. How do you protect your brand in terms of reputation?
That's just basically your work.
Okay.
Your work speaks for itself. The media might slander you. They do that every Sunday. You know about that.
Oh, yes.
People might talk about you. They do that on Twitter. You know about that. But your work speaks volumes.
Which is true.
So that's how you protect that brand.
If I want to build my own brand, how do I go about doing that?
Start by building yourself. Who are you? What are you interested in? Okay. Not what I'm interested in and you see in me,
yes.
but who are you? Maybe you love children's books. Maybe you love children's clothes and not grown people's clothes. So find out what your interests are. Find out who you are in the natural sense of what God created you for, and that's where you'll find your brand.
Fantastic. I hope you guys are listening because this guy is on point, okay? How old were you when you started thinking about who you are?
I was, I'll say 12 years old, and that's when I discovered basketball.
Wow.
And I was like, wait, I'm short in a big man's game. I'm going to need to find a way to stick out and be good in this sphere.
Yeah.
Which I did because I ended up playing for the country up to its senior
Nice.
ages, you know. So there was my first instant of do not look at your environment, do not follow the crowd. In your shortness, what can you offer and bring to the table? So that's where it started for me.
Oh, you see, big man in a short body, it's fine.
It can happen.
It happens, it's fantastic. Okay, Mr. Shoe Guy, how many pairs of shoes do you have?
I don't know.
You have a lot.
I have a lot. I have a pair. I have enough to wear a new pair every day for the rest of the year. Maybe a year and a half.
You have over 365 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, I do.
Can I come live in your cupboard?
The shoe lady.
The shoe lady. I swear, that's a lot. I have like 12. But, I mean, hey, I'm also going to aim for 300.
Come on.
Who do you respect and aspire to be like, if there's anybody out there that you look up to?
Anybody that I look up to, that's a hard one, eh? I really admire Pharrell Williams, Kanye West, your Jay-Z. In South Africa, and this is a guy that I recently met, and I just saw how he made the transition from being in television and out of it. Mbuso T.
Oh, wow.
Remember Mbuso T?
Yes,
from
I do
Channel O?
remember Mbuso T.
That guy, I love his transition. Pepsi Pokwane
Yes.
as well. I love the transitions that they've made. So those are the people that I aspire to be like. SA. DJ Fresh, I gotta mention him. He stayed relevant for all this time,
yes,
and has managed to keep having brands align themselves to him,
Very
making
true.
the smart right move. Not always the most popular one, but he comes out a winner at the end. And of course, I can't mention Fresh without mentioning Oskido.
Yeah.
Has helped a plethora of South African artists to get where they are, still looks after them.
Yes.
I really appreciate those people, you know what I mean?
Oh, we need more people like that.
Definitely.
And I think you're one of them.
I hope I get there, you know, I hope I get there. I really want to be one of those people that when they see me, they'll be like, oh man, that dude, you know?
It's
and that's
gonna
why
happen.
we go that hard.
I see it. I got you.
You got it?
I got you.
Got it,
It's
Shady?
gonna happen.
I see it in you too.
The
Go,
two of us.
girl.
The two
You
of us.
go, girl.
The two of us are going to cause mayhem in this country. It's
Sure.
awesome. How do you handle people who like give you criticism, who criticize you in a bad way or in a good way? But how do you handle it?
Can I tell you something? And this might sound like maybe I'm just that shut off to the bad of it, but I honestly haven't had any bad criticism.
Haven't you?
I haven't, eh?
That's fantastic.
Like, I really haven't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just don't pay attention, you know, because I'm so focused on my mission. And there'll always be hate. And maybe this is my slogan that I use. There'll always be hate, but the love does overpower.
No, exactly.
You know
and
what I
that's
mean?
why I love haters.
You know?
I love haters.
There we go.
Hate as much as you want. It's fine.
You need
it's not
them.
going to stop me from doing what I do. It's not
Yeah.
going to stunt me from growing. Hate.
I think, and also to a certain point in my career when you've worked, it gets to a point that people don't want to hate because they've seen you work, but secretly, even though they're cheering, they're like, we're waiting for that next fail. When is the next fail coming so we can see you as just human like the rest of us?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or whatever it might be.
But it's a good thing that you don't actually let it get to you because...
I don't, eh? I don't. I'm from any place from 0 on the number line and up the number line, not below, is a plus to me.
Yeah.
I'm from the bottom of the map. So to get where I am is a blessing, and I cannot take that for granted.
No, you can't, and you should never. My final question for you from our people over there, what core values do you advocate?
The core values that I advocate is, number one, reading. Okay? Let's read, let's get educated. Secondly, I really feel like in terms of the way that you carry yourself, just have a little bit of honor, man. Especially in Johannesburg and especially in the industry that we work in, just decency and honor. Like, go walk in a room, greet.
Yes.
Say thank you, say please. We always focus on these big things. It's actually the little things that matter.
It's true.
Because when you get the jobs and you ask, how did I get this? It's someone will tell someone that, oh, what a lovely person. She came in the room today, she was offering tea to the makeup lady. That's what it's about.
That's very true. No, it's very true. It doesn't matter how big you are in the industry. If you don't have that humbleness, if you don't have the manners that mom and dad taught you as a kid, then you know what? You've got nothing.
You've gone, boy.
You've gone. You've got
gone,
absolutely
boy.
nothing.
Sure.
Sia, thank you so very, very much.
What a pleasure.
For being with us in studio
what
today.
A pleasure.
Such beautiful and positive words just came off you.
Thank you so much.
The positive energy that comes off you is insane, man. I'm going to be like beaming the whole day.
Thank you so much, Shade. I really appreciate it, man. Hopefully, you know, we can make a return for some other things.
Definitely. It's going to happen.
Lovely.
Remember that you can catch a recap of the show next week by visiting Student Achiever website.